Good morning, this is Karen Barno, KarenBarno.com. I'm sorry I missed you guys last week for blogging, but it was my anniversary, my wedding anniversary, and we actually went out of town. And when you take a couple days off, everything builds up, but I'm back this week. And this week I want to talk to you about my new ebook that I'm offering. It's the Find Your Blue Rose, put it over there where you can't see it, Find Your Blue Rose, 6 Principles to Transform Your Life, Your Business, and Prosperity. It's a roadmap for change. As we draw closer to 2016, we all start looking towards goals. I am a huge goal setter. I think if it's not written down, it's just a dream. So I've already started looking into my 2016 goals. What do I want to achieve next year? As I look at my 2015 and see what did I meet, what did I not meet, and the ones that I didn't meet, did I meet them by choice? Did I not meet them by choice? You know, sometimes I set goals in January, and by the time I get to June, July, it's nah, I don't want to do that, and I throw it out, and that's fine. So this ebook is really a roadmap to take you through that. In chapter 1, you have the Find Your Blue Rose life wheel, and you see where you can evaluate the different places that you are in your life. You know, where you are physically, where you are with your family, mentally, financially, spiritually, career, and personally. And you do it on a scale of 1 to 10. When I did this the very first time, spiritually, believe it or not, I was a 2. Now that's so hard for me to believe because I'm such a spiritual person, but I realized that spirituality was a shadow side for me. I had pushed it into the back because my beliefs were so not the norm back then. You know, back when I was 15 or 16, I always believed that there was a higher power, but I believed that the universe vibrated. I believed that bugs, when you killed them, they felt it. I believed that plants, if you were mean to plants, if you pulled them out, or that they were in pain. And that was so different than what people believe now, so I had to hide that. So it was the spiritual side that was a shadow. Family, I was always 8, 9, or 10. I've always been locked in on family. Family's always been extremely important to me. Physically, I was a train wreck. I mean, when I first took this, I weighed 222 pounds, which is chubby. Some people would call it fat. I like to think of it as fluffy. You know, and obviously I've lost a lot of weight since then because I focused on it. Because when you do it and you're honest with yourself and you look at where you're 1, 2s, and 3s, you realize that you have to work on that area. And where you're excelling, to continue to excel. If you are a 10 on financial and physical because you're all about work and exercise, but for your family you're a 1, you can see that you're terribly out of balance. And although I don't think there's such a thing as complete balance, I love the way people love to talk about work-life balance, and to me, it's hard, if not impossible, because you've got to be focused on one or the other. You know, you can go back and forth. I'm blessed that I'm able to go back and forth and put all my focus on work, for a long period of time, and be able to flip back to family at the time. So you have to find a balance that works for you and the people around you. And once you find that, then you can continue to set your goals. But you first have to know where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are on the life wheel. It's to me one of the most important things I ever did, because if you would have asked me before I took this where I was in every area, and I would have said I'm doing really well. I would have said for financial, I've exceeded any wage earnings that I ever thought that I was capable of. But am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. So I was able to weigh that stuff. So it's a really good ebook. It'll be available on my website, KarenBarno.com, and you'll see it. It's called ebook, and you click on it. It's on special, holiday special, normally $47, but it's only $27 right now. And I would strongly suggest you get it. Over the next couple weeks, I'll always talk about shadow sides because that's my passion. If you don't know your shadow, if you don't know what's standing in your way, you can't move forward. But also goal setting, because I think goal setting is so very important. And I think sometimes we get caught in the weeds when we set goals. As a quick example, people will set goals that I want to make $200,000 next year. Well, what are you making this year? $40,000. Well, you probably could do it. I'm not telling anybody you can't do it, because I think if you put your mind to it, you can pretty much do anything. But do you really in your heart believe you can do that? Can you imagine yourself making $200,000? And most people say no. Or they'll say, I'm going to do an all-expense VIP vacation at Walt Disney World. Great. Can you imagine doing that? Well, no, not really. Well, if you can't see it, if you can't feel it and in your heart know you can do it, then take the lower step. If you're making 40,000, set a goal that you want to make 80,000 and then 120,000. You've got to feel your way into your goals. And if you can't feel your way into it, if you can't see yourself flying first class to the Bahamas and staying in the penthouse room, then you're probably not going to accomplish that. So feel your way in and gradually get there. So anyway, we'll talk more about goal setting. I just wanted to introduce my ebook, again available on my website, KarenBarno.com. Jump on, get the life plan, the life cycle. If you want me to email it over to you, just put an email below. If you're on my Facebook page, and if you're on my website, again, just put below, hey, send me the one-page life's will. Gosh, I'd be happy to, because I think it's an important part to the beginning of your change. And remember, change happens the moment you're ready. It's not that change is hard. I don't think change is hard, but if you're not ready to change, that's what makes it hard. So until next week, you guys, I'll see you soon. Go to my Facebook page if you have any comments. Go to my website. Everybody have a great weekend and a great week, and I'll talk to you next week for the holiday week, for Thanksgiving. Well, here in America, Thanksgiving, or in the U.S., Thanksgiving. Thanks a lot. That's my phone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.